Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Viewers are coming in, man.
Let's get it, dude.
Oh my God, $500 grail right now.
They want to get that fucking golden trade opportunity, bro.
Oh, you know, there's rumors circulating that we've been making nonstop good calls for the last 2 months.
I heard that rumor, dude. Is it true?
I don't know, man. You can FAFO, you know what I'm saying? FAFO.
FAFO. I thought it was FANFO.
Around info. Well, it should be.
Yeah, let's.
If you guys are in the chat, man, say something, man. If we get some people interacting in the chat, if we get a couple likes and people interacting in the chat, we will throw the chat up on the screen in the load-in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you up on.
And I'll start showing some skin. Or Siri will. I won't.
I want to see this skin right now, not until I get in the gym this summer. I got some work to do before that.
Oh, that's right.
They're coming in, man. Viewers are coming in. That's what we got to do, man. We got to shill that like button, bro. Oh, shit.
What happened?
That's it, bro. That's countdown.
Hello?
Let's go time.
Yeah, hello.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, hello.
Gosh. The hill.
I wish I knew what the fuck we were doing here.
Yeah, I think we need
Hey, there it is.
Hey,
okay.
And we've got the load-in screen. Don't worry about that, motherfucker. I'll hide that. There we go. And move me over here. And bam. Okay, you got that looking good.
Magic, cuz. Magic.
That looks a lot better.
All right, man. We got some viewers in here. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to the Thursday night live stream with the Crypto Remora. We come to you live twice a week, Monday and Thursday, to keep you updated, entertained, informed, and ahead of the markets. My name is Wes, and I'm with, as always, Siri Crypto. What's up, Siri?
What's going on, people?
Not a whole lot, man. We we had some nice price action going on, dude. And my notes, I keep notes before every show from the different my little analysis notebook, and as you can see, that motherfucker's empty. So yeah, man, I am excited to look at the charts, man. Excited to see what's going on here. I haven't really had a chance to today, but I'm excited to see where it's at. I think we were sitting around like 90K or something. Did we drop below 90K?
I'm actually looking right now. Let me hit this up. You guys go ahead and smash the like for us real quick. If you're new to the channel, hit the like, hit subscribe. That really helps the stream out. We're at $88,000, which is your boy's call from last week. I said 88. I said 88.5, and we are at 88,480, bro.
Look, man,
Come on.
You gotta give us both credit, though, man. You gotta give us both credit because
that was talking smack yesterday.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Hold up.
Fuck that guy, dude.
Hold up.
I've already posted a clip, dude. I've already posted a clip.
Genius. All right, go back to Monday, and we made our call.
I've already posted the clip.
I've
already posted the clip.
I quit.
I don't know, man. That guy's a douchebag, but hey, maybe he's watching us right now. Maybe he realized he made a mistake.
I can't do this.
What was it? Was it Sir Mix-a-Lot or some shit? I don't know. But if you are watching, sir, there's not a lot of times we get that wrong, man. We take that pretty serious, man. And yeah, dude, if you're watching, there's a good reason why you're here. So yeah, that guy, man, that guy. We hit the high and the low for the day, dude. We came out 92K, 88K. We called the high and the low, man. Who does that?
88.
Who does that, bro?
88.5 on Thursday, and we did that 3 days ago, dude. That was a good call, bro.
Not only did we make the call,
that was nice.
Not only did we make the call, we got the market direction as well, man. We said we were going down to that 84K. Right. We hit the 84. We bounced back up, went to 92, and now we're kind of chilling right now at 88,000. But yeah, man, I was hoping that 92 was going to hold, man. We dropped to 88 like 3 hours ago.
You were right. That's the thing. Wes called. Here's the thing, guys. Wes called for 92 on Monday's show. He said we're going to be at 92 on Thursday. Guess where we were all day yesterday, all night? Yes, we were at 92.
We were at 92 and 3 hours ago.
Okay, so 3 hours ago. But
Yeah.
by the time of the stream,
We had
my
88.
call was 88 on Monday, and we look where we're at 87.4. So, you know, we're not going to keep bragging. We're not going to keep doing that because we do this for fun on the calls. But
Right.
the reality of the situation is we did have our first troll, and shout out to him. He's more than welcome to be part of the family now.
Yeah, man.
But he
Yeah,
trolled us, and I smiled. I said, wow. He said, if you're such a damn genius, shit, what did he say? If you're such a damn genius, why didn't you make that call or something like that? And I said, I definitely ain't no genius, but we did make the call. And I said, you know, furthermore, why don't you watch the show? Tune in, become a Remora for a month. Give us a month, give us 3 weeks. And if we don't hit 80% of our calls, then don't follow us. Like, go somewhere else. Go follow another
go somewhere
channel.
else, man.
And that's the thing. I'll take that Pepsi challenge with our numbers because nobody's perfect, bro. But I think for at least Wes, for the last, even in a bad streak, your calls are still not off. Like, you know what I'm saying? We might not be dead on the nose, but even if you make a bad call, we're still 80%, 20%, 80% win rate, 20% bad calls. I feel like those are our numbers. Anyway,
look, I think that you know, making these calls, you know, it's perfect when we're on the stream because now Sierra gets the bragging rights because we're at 88K on the stream. But you know, I think hitting the high and the low for the day, man, that is huge. You know, we both saw something and we both got it right, man. You know,
yeah, that's dope, dude.
the call is by Thursday. That is our calls.
Now we got to get down to brass tacks, though.
Let's get it.
Reality of the situation is
we're at 86.9 right now, dude.
That's last week, right? That's last week's news now. Okay, that was Monday's news. That was Monday's call. You were on Thursday live stream. Everything changes from the beginning of the week to the end of the week. We've got so many people doing this sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news, possibly for tomorrow. There's so many people screaming about Friday. Something good happening Friday morning. I know Saunders said something about Friday morning. I've seen several other people make posts about Friday morning or this Friday, something big. Is that, in your opinion, is that actually holding any weight? Is this a buy rumor, sell the news, or is something major actually going down that is triggering this?
Yeah, I think there is something major. We got the crypto summit. We have the summit that's coming tomorrow. It's the first official crypto summit coming out of the White House. And a lot of people are speculating with these US-based tokens that they're going to be part of the reserve. We know that Bitcoin is 100% when they do it. We know Bitcoin's safe. We know Bitcoin's in the reserve, right? And I think that we all know that Ethereum is going to be a part of the crypto reserve. But I think we get the Bitcoin reserve, and then we have a crypto reserve with like the different altcoins and stuff. The Bitcoin reserve, I think, is the major one that everybody's kind of focused on, especially, you know, the Bitcoin maxis. But the crypto reserve is where a lot of the speculation is, as far as like which tokens are going to be chosen, because there's a lot of US-based tokens that have stuck around. You know, it's even through the SEC of the last administration has stuck around and kept building, kept their head down, you know, just kind of blocked out the noise and kept building. So we'll see. I mean, are those going to benefit the most? You know, the ones that are still here, are there going to be companies moving back and become a US-based project? I don't know, man, but there's a lot of speculation going on right now. And I think that what we're seeing right now is a sell the rumor, and then we're going to have a buy the news kind of moment tomorrow. It's going to be the opposite.
I think you may be spot on. Solana, just a verbal recap right now. Solana's down at 137, just cracked under 138. So if you are looking to scoop some Solana, in my opinion, your only floor below this is 129. So between 129 and $137, if you're looking to scoop Solana, I would start here and get heavier as you go down. In other words, if you've got $50 to buy in, you want to buy in, I would go ahead and put in 10 to 15 right now off the rip. And then as it goes lower, go heavier. You know, that's going to be the move right now. As far as the buy the rumor, sell the news event, the 5 coins listed on that are Cardano, XRP, Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken, right? Isn't that the 5 that they've listed officially?
No, officially.
Is Cardano on there?
Yeah.
Is it Cardano's on there, right?
It's Cardano, it's XRP,
Solana.
Yeah, there's a few other Solana, there's a few other ones. I gotta find the posts. But yeah, Solana's on there, Cardano's on there, yeah, XRP.
And we have an announcement to make. We have actually a new team member that we'd like to welcome to the
officially, dude.
Officially welcoming GMB to the Crypto Remora team. So you guys make sure you give him a warm welcome. Crypto Holmes, good to see you. Make sure you guys give GMB some love. He's going to be helping us out with some of the writing, some of the content creation, some of the focus on the social media, on the back end. He's going to be doing a lot of that stuff and helping us, taking a lot of the workload off of our end, which is great. So GMB, we love you. We're glad to have you, brother. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Crypto Remora, and treat him as such. He is a member of the team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So excited about that moving forward, man. Can't wait to get started here. Look at Crypto Holmes, man. Crypto Holmes, you are a freaking degen, man. I agree. I'm buying at 3 a.m. when the direct deposit hits tomorrow. Dude, I know that feeling, man. I know that feeling.
Bro.
Yeah, follow him at Toshiba Hero.
Give GMB a follow. We need to pump his follower count up. You guys, part of why we're doing this too, we're trying to get the whole squad lifted up before this bull run and get the follower count and get our reach out there a little more. As far as Wes, I just want to go over another overview if you don't mind real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, dude.
Just so we get a pulse on the market real quick, because I haven't been on the screen all day. I actually was out meeting with someone about doing some entertainment stuff. You guys, I met some really big people. I met some cats today that recorded with the Lost Boys. You remember the Lost Boys?
Oh yeah,
the rap hip hop group from back in the day.
Yeah.
So he recorded Mr. Cheeks and all that shit. He worked with him.
Dude.
He worked with Nas. He worked with Jay-Z.
Oh wow,
some real big cats, dudes from Brooklyn. The other guys worked with the Temptations from Motown.
Damn,
I'm talking back in the day, the legends, bro. So I met some really, really cool cats today, and maybe doing some work with them in the future musically, which I'm kind of excited about. But let's get a pulse on the market, you guys. Old news is old news, right? We got to look at the market with fresh eyes. We got Bitcoin at 86,800 right now. Freaking good God. You want to talk about a buy zone? Let's go. Ethereum at 2,131. Tether coming in at a strong dollar. Just fucking around. XRP $2.44. BNB around 581. Solana down at 137. A hell of a deal there. Cardano 84 cents. Doge at 19 cents. Chainlink, Stanky Link is at about 16. Sui's at $2.65.
Sui was one of them that was on there.
Not even gonna read Shibu Inu. Polkadot's at 429. Let's keep scrolling. Hyperliquid. Oh my God. Hyperliquid. Bro, you called that shit. Hyperliquid's at 1488.
Let's go, dude.
I know what the fuck I'm buying,
bro.
Dude. Hyperliquid, you guys, down 28% for the week, headed down to that $13 level that Wes talked about just on Monday. It's at 1488 right now. That is on my freaking radar. Solana and Hyperliquid right now are the two I'm eyeing, like drooling over right now. Okay. Uniswap 690, near at 295, Aptos at $5. Aptos at $5, bro. I like Aptos. $5 is even better. Pepe is at 0.50. Just a recap. I'm not going to go through all of them. Those are just the tops. Arbitrum listed on Robinhood, dude. Arbitrum's at 39 cents.
It got a little pump, dude,
so
whenever it went on Robinhood, but it's back at 39 cents.
Say is at 21 cents. All right, so let me just reiterate. I think what Wes said in the beginning of the show is crucial. Buy the rumor, sell the news is what usually happens, right? Everyone's buying, and then on the day of, it's a big nothing burger, right? Which is what I thought was going to happen tomorrow, because I heard everyone talking about Friday, which could be somewhat what you're seeing now. But Wes has also got a very interesting theory that it could be the opposite, where people are selling all right now and crashing, making you think ain't nothing going down. And then tomorrow if you're not buying, you're going to get wrecked because you'll be like, damn it, I wish I would have bought. This is one of those moments, I think, where either way, you're safe to buy. Does that sound
Yeah, I
right?
mean, yeah.
Like, not like it's a guaranteed buy, but it's almost like
Yeah.
the entry, the dollar cost entry levels right now are insane.
Yeah.
And if you bought now and it dipped tomorrow, who would give a shit? Just save. I wouldn't go all in
Yeah.
right now just in case, but I would definitely DCA. If you're looking to DCA, I would not hesitate on that. Wes,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts
in
on
my
that?
opinion, I feel like whenever we get the opposite like that, it just kind of shows that what was that?
Oh, I put that on screen. I want to put us up there with it somehow.
Do it like this. Ooh, this. Here we go. In my opinion, I think whenever we see this, man, I feel like the whales are kind of in control at the moment because they want to dump the price and scoop at a lower cost, man. In my opinion.
Check this out, guys. So this is very interesting. A severe falling wedge, but not on a typical chart I look at. The 24-hour trading volume, but I just can't help but notice this. You see this falling wedge right here? I could see that with my eyes closed. I'm going to click on that because that tells me something very interesting. If the trading volume is forming a bullish pattern, okay, 24-hour trading. If the 24-hour trading volume is tweeting like that,
excuse me,
you know what, you're already getting that. You're already kind of see, this is it blown up, so it's kind of hard to see, but you got lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, right? But you had a double bottom here, boom, boom, so you bounce. So you have a bullish pattern here, and this is, in my opinion, a bullish pattern that may be starting to break right now. You guys could be witnessing
like a broadening wedge
the bottom. You could be witnessing the bottoming out pattern right now being broken already before Friday morning. So what I'm saying is you could be witnessing the start. Now, if you get rejected at 3 trillion market cap, let's see, 3 trillion 51, this is at 3 trillion 60. Yeah, we're already technically breaking out of this falling wedge pattern and this double bottom right now, even though everything is in the red. So the trading volume is telling, the trading volume itself is screaming bullishness. The total global market cap is at 2.95, which is right at 3 trillion, which is mega bullish because we've been down all week at 2.8. We've been at 2.8 trillion for the longest. And the mere fact that total global is not messing around and cracking 3 trillion again is bullish to me. I mean, yeah, 350, you're breaking above that. Your next point, excuse me, guys, 3 trillion 85. Let's see what this is. 3 trillion 89. So the number to beat is really 3 trillion 90 billion. 3 trillion 90 billion, which is right here and right here and right here. Those are your 3 points of contact you need to break. This is just over 100 at 104. So all of your resistance takes place at 3 trillion 100 billion ish, give or take a little bit, 10 to 15 billion right here. So that's your major resistance you need to get above before the next huge move. But look at this tremendous, almost like a cup and handle starting to want to form here, to where it's possible that the total global market cap comes up and hits right where my mouse is and hits that as the cup and then the handle and then boom. So in other words, from now until tomorrow and over the weekend, it's highly possible that we get back up to this 3.8, or I'm sorry, 3.1. Let's just call it 3.1 trillion, which is $100 billion more dollars coming in. It's not life-changing wealth. Oh my God, let's go crazy money. But it is a sign to the bulls that, hey, guess what? We're back above 3 trillion. And that is major because you can see we're only 50 billion away from that, which is very close. It's going to fluctuate, obviously, because that's every dollar in crypto. But total global market cap, in my opinion, right now, Wes, is looking freaking fantastic. So from that aspect, I'm extremely damn, I was trying to get just us now. So when we cut to talk to both of us and pull the screen down, but I guess I got to just delete it. Still getting used to the new setup here, guys. Bear with me. Okay, hold on. Come on, you turd.
You got it?
Is that working for you, Wes? It's getting rid. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so 3.1 trillion for total global. Total global looks healthy. We're right. We've been at 2.8 all week when everyone was screaming and quitting and yelling at each other and getting into fights and calling Wes and me losers like we don't know what we're doing, and people getting mad. It's like people getting all that screaming and shit. But now it's like we had that mega pump, and then all of a sudden now everyone's screaming at each other again. But from my point of view, you got a $10 DMT, by the way. Jesus Christ, $10 DMT. DMT is a coin on it's on its own chain now, but started on Arbitrum. It's like a decentralized YouTube. Freaking killer. $10.
It's dope too, man.
DMT at $10.
Yeah, it's dope.
No brainer on that price. So, dude, all the signals for me are I'm in a buy zone, and that is even if we go lower tomorrow, I don't give a shit. From here down is a buy zone. That's just the way I'm seeing the market right now. I'm not going to nitpick over it. I do want to get your thoughts on that. Do you think what I said last night in the spaces on crypto Twitter? Do you think that my lower range of 70 to 77,000? And when I say that, guys, it's just like the CME gap. It's a wick down and a very brief moment in history. Last chance. I talked to a guy at the mall. He said, "Oh, we could go to 60,000." And I looked at him and I said, "Bro, you ain't getting $60,000 Bitcoin. You better forget that shit. You're probably not going to get 70 or 74,000 Bitcoin again. But if we do, bro, that's your last chance, like for this bull run." So that's my, I'm at the point now where this is it for me, bro. Like do you feel the same way? Do you feel like we're at that last bottom before, that's a wrap, dude, like sideways and up and then into the euphoria stage towards the end of the year, into next year? I feel like this is it. Like, I feel like there's one more dip and then, and we may not get that other dip. So I just feel like you're safe. If you buy from here down to 70,000, you're good. That's the way I see it. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think we have another dip coming? And does it matter? Should you buy now? I think
this is the dip that's coming. I mean, we're pretty much, looking at the charts. And if you watched last week, you would see that, we were talking about just kind of ranging around this area. We are back at the range low of this entire zone that we've gotten ourselves into since November of last year. So we're at the range low now. We're retesting the low right there. That was kind of that last line in the sand that we've talked about, that little wick that we got when we first came into the zone. And I mean, dude, we're making higher lows right now. We've made a higher low. The first low was at 78. Now we made our next low at 81, and now we're sitting at 86. I think this is healthy. I think this is just a healthy retest of the range low. And normally, if you look back on Bitcoin on the daily or on the weekly, you can see that every time we've retested the range low like that, we've gotten a nice major, a pretty big pump shortly after. And I just think that's what we're doing now, man. We're just filling in. The whales are kind of eating up the liquidity that's down here, and we're just kind of retesting the lower range, man, before we move back up. So that's all I think this is.
So we've got also fire sale on Cook right now. Cook is 10% down on the day. In the last 6 hours, it's starting to flip a little bit green. But both Crypto Twitter's down 3%. Cook is down about 10%. Also, we have the chat up, guys. Please get active. Hit the like button for us. We're trying to get the algorithm to pick us up before this bull run. Make sure you hit the like on the page. It helps us out. On the video, it helps us out. And if you're in the chat and you got some coins you want us to look at, you want some stuff on your mind, put it up, man. We got the chat on the screen now. If we hit likes, we're going to start doing that to where you guys can, be a little more involved in the chat on the live stream. And but I do think we have some things that Wes wants to dive into as far as TA. Before we go there, the only other thing I wanted to look at, Wes, was I wanted to look at the chart of CT, if you don't mind, and then we could get to
yeah, dude.
I want to pull up CT real quick, just because I was on. We were both on the spaces last night for for a while, man. And that spaces went to like 1:30 in the freaking morning. Shout out to the CT crew for being freaking die
we'll
hard,
be on
bro.
there tonight too.
Those
Why
cats
does
were
it
in
only
there.
show it? So the chat on the screen is not the chat to the right.
Also buying ZBN.
Yeah, did you notice that?
I wonder if it's delayed.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I wonder if it's delayed.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring up my actual screen share.
I know. I don't know it either.
There we go. There we go. Okay. So
Zebek, maybe.
So this must be this range that we were talking about, accumulation zone. Let me go over here.
I think that's Zebek.
I still like my dude over here. As a matter of fact, I like my dude even more right now because I feel like, boom, boom. Let's see here. Very steep. Falling wedge might be pushing it. This is a little tricky here. Let me see what's going on. This is a little tricky.
See those 5 waves?
So
this is what I was talking about last night when I was looking at crypto Twitter. If you look at that first one, Siri, the first peak that we had, and you see we go
right here
to the left, the big one to the left. Yeah,
right
and
here.
You look at that, we get our 5 waves down. So
one
down.
Well, see, I would call that a wave, and then
1, 2,
up,
3, 4,
and then down,
5,
up,
and then 1 down, 5. All right,
yeah.
then we bottom out. We get into
5.
our accumulation zone, and then we come up. Look how many waves we've gotten on the way down again.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then boom. 1, 2,
no, you go from
3,
the peak,
4,
from
5.
the peak. Yeah, right,
from
right there.
This peak,
now
right?
do it. 1,
yeah,
2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3,
5,
4,
all the way down. No,
5. You call that one 5?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's 5.
And then we're back in that accumulation zone. So I think that's what he was talking about. And
okay,
it looks like we're kind of doing the same thing that we did after that first one. And then, we range sideways and then we pump up. It looks like that's what we're doing after the 5 waves down, accumulation range. And then looks like we could be about to take off again. That's what I was seeing last night.
Let me see if I can pull this up. There was something very interesting that I saw. I don't want the drawing tool. I don't want the emoji. I want the pointer. They have a huge pointer, and I want to bring it up because it's actually. Let me do this. I'll just go here, and then what I'll do is I'll just make it big. There we go. That's what I want because now you guys can see easier if you're watching on your phones or whatever. But there's another one that's like this. Lark uses this big ass arrow. I don't know where it is, but it's like a 3D arrow. That's the one I wanted to get.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted because I don't like these blue lines around it, but whatever.
It's where that T is.
So let's just take a look.
Pretty sure it's where the
T?
you see the T? I think it's in there.
Let me see.
No.
Flag mark, signpost. It's in one of them.
Maybe it's in the drawing tool.
Yeah, it's in one of them.
Yeah, there's the arrows.
Yeah, maybe it's one of these right here. Is it in? There we go. There we go. That's what I want. Yeah, that's cool shit right there.
Yeah, I like that one.
Sorry, Lark. Had to steal that shit
That
from
one's
you.
in my favorites tool.
So yeah, I should have favorited that, but I do like this because then you can kind of move it around and the audience can see what we're looking at here. Okay, so this drop right here. Okay, this is very interesting to see on CT because if you remember when we first kind of got into CT, we were right here. And I said that this was I was waiting for us to kind of fall down. We were right here when I first got into CT. Yeah. And I was saying that I was like, we need to go down. I felt we needed to go down to this level. And I was like, we need to pay this level a visit because I don't think we're ready. And what happened was CT pumped. And I was like, holy shit. And then you had this right here.
I like what you're doing.
And then you had a lot of bad shit going on in the market. But then all of a sudden we rolled down, right? We rolled down and fell. But then look where we ended up. We ended up at that level I said we owed, which was this is the same level, but I was saying that we needed to come back down to this level. You can see we went halfway and then we pumped up and then we fell. The bottom fell out, but then we bounced and we ended up right here at the same level that I said I wanted to see us touch. and we accumulated there for a while. And then all of a sudden you had this drop right here. Boom. And like you said, now we're going sideways. So what is really going on here? When you got this sideways action, it's very tough because, and I'm going to hide this for a sec, or no, I don't think I need to. Wes, this is what I was saying. If you look right here, so you had 1-2 touches right here in the past. You're still above previous support. And now right here is the line. So you're right at the beginning, like nothing ever happened, right? So here's crypto Twitter, right? Massive move up, massive move down, a little bit of stuff in the middle, another run up, another run down, coming back. So you're basically back here where you started, but you're not quite where you started, because if you look at the bottom here, you're not even touching it. You're not touching the line, right? This is the line right here where the dots are. You could see, and it's a little small, guys. I apologize. But you're not quite touching the line. Like if you see this, that's the previous support on these two lines. You're above those. So with meme coins, it's tough with TA because you're not really getting the clear charting because memes just don't move like that. But in my opinion, if you discounted all of this noise in here, if you discount all of this and you're back at the bottom, you're still maintaining an uptrend because you have the bottoms here and you're higher up than that. Now, granted, you're going to run into some trouble right here. This is going to be your level to break on CT right here again, 0.0005. So I do think that we're going to have a nice run up. This fucking thing. Hold on. Give me a second. Horizontal, right? I don't want that. I want this. I do think that you're going to run into, this is your baseline, and this is going to be right here. This is going to be your next line to break right here. Right around this level, I believe, is going to be your next point of control-ish. So I want to see us break above this, guys. I want to see CT get above this level here, and you're headed up towards it now. But I want to see this level get broken. But I do almost think like, even if you put in a little more dues down here, it's okay. It's not that big a deal because look how much you cheated. I call it cheating, but look how much you cheat. You took the freaking elevator up. You only went sideways this far. Technically, in good rule TA, you should have only went this high, right? Based on this accumulation, you measure side to side. Come on, lagging shit. You measure side to side, then you measure up. That's a step. That's an equal step, which means crypto Twitter should have been around this area here, but you cheated. You took the elevator up, boom. So what'd you do? You had to pay for that shit and you had to come back down. This works with any chart you do. A TA, I don't care what it is, guys. You have to pay your dues in price action. There is no to the top, and corrections happen. So, at some point, this should have been the price for CT, but then you paid your dues on this level, and now you had this thing here. So you have this level, and then you have this level here. So in my opinion, you're already kind of paying your dues in this level, right? This level's getting exhausted down here, which is good to see. So the next level is this. Once you get above this resistance, this level's already paid its dues right here and right here. You've already gone sideways here. So in my opinion, when you do finally break this level, you're not going to have to pay your dues at this level because you've already paid them back here, which means now you actually owe me. Like now crypto Twitter is owed the next level, which is in reality, you have a little bit of whale blip here. There's some whale blip here. There's a little whale blip here and here. So somewhere in this range, you guys, somewhere in this area here is the fair value for crypto Twitter, which puts this price target not that far away from here. Okay, so in other words, I still haven't moved this guy because I still think that's where we're going. But if you were to catch this, let's say where you're at now, if you're ballsy enough, if you've got the gonads enough to buy in this accumulation zone and realize that these dues are paid, these dues have been paid right here, so that your fair market value, as Wes's term is, I like that term anyway, fair market value. I believe fair market value somewhere in here, and this is just from guessing. I'm not using real TA. This is just eyeing it. I believe the fair market value gap should be right around here. Fair market price should be right here, which would put your floor there. But you're talking about a 700% run from here to here for my ultimate target, which is up there. So do you agree with what I'm saying with paying your dues, Wes? Like, in other words, you paid your dues in this zone, you're paying your dues a little more here, and then you've got your dues paid there and there. Is that enough to where these ranges here are pretty well set and you're ready to move to this area? Because that's the way I feel about it. I feel strongly that those levels are secured, in other words.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's like that level of attention that's we've gotten previously before, and that's definitely a level that we're gonna revisit, right? So if you switch it to market caps here, you see where you can switch it to market cap up top. it's kind of like right in the middle. It says price. Yep,
right here. Yeah.
So if you switch it to market cap, this is what I was saying last night on the show. It's the same chart, but you can see the different market caps. So last night, what I was seeing was that previous swing high, which is going to be up around $700,000. That's the first.
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
That's the first level that we're going to see. That's kind of like that counter trend level that we're going to come up, retest, and then the next one's going to be around that 1.5 million is going to be the next area, the previous swing high to take out right there.
Which is exactly where I was talking.
That's kind of like that fair value gap where we fell so hard through there was really no wicks to the upside, to the downside. So we're gonna we'll come back, we'll fill that fair value gap around 1 million and then come back up to 1.5, and then really after that, dude, it's that previous one up there on wave 2 up to the top, which is around 2 million, and then bro, once we break out of that, dude, it's over. Like this is a good pickup right now, y'all. This is a good pickup right now, I promise.
Yeah, I feel like either way, you're not going to lose in accumulating right now on this project. I mean, I'm gonna buy and hold this project anyway. I'm already in the pool. I'm already in the farm. I'm farming, cooking,
collecting those
and
CT
fees as we speak.
Yeah.
It's just chilling, bro. I mean, full disclosure, yes, I hold both Cook and CT. Full disclosure. So yeah, as just letting you know that. But I think that ultimately what Wes just said, I mean, dude, you're bypassing the bullshit, which is what I always like to tell people. If you were in Cook or CT in that point, it's one of those things where you could have skipped the line. So why the hell is it doing that? Oh, that's the one thing I don't like. There you go. Oh, whoa.
I got you.
Okay, there we go. So it's one of those things where I say you don't have to deal with the bullshit. If you got in a little late, you don't have to go through that up and down and up and down and all the craziness, right? If you're coming in to a fresh, it's not fresh. These guys have been streaming every day for 170 days in a row. I say these guys, we're a part of them. Wes, I consider us, Crypto Remora,
dude,
somewhat a partner with CT, dude. We're part of the fam and with Cook. So we have been, they started at 170, but we have joined them since then. But 171 streams in a row, spaces on Twitter every single day is relentless commitment. Straight Chads in there. You can learn a lot. There's traders come in there. NFT heads come in there. Charles Hoskinson from Cardano, I believe, stuck his head in there for a night. Andrew Saunders is in there quite regularly. You got Dr. Bruce. You've got several line cooks that go in there. You get the shred that goes in there from Cook, VHS, a lot of other projects. You got collab spaces. But if you're looking for a meme coin and you want something that's got a little utility, you're not going to find many on Solana. And these guys actually have something they do. It's not just a shit coin or a picture or a meme. These guys actually bring and contribute something, and it's an incredible project. And I'm happy to be a part of it. And I just think if you're looking for something to get into at this price range, you didn't have to deal with the up and downs, and you're catching the bottom. You're catching a bottom, and it's one of those entries you want to say thank you. Thank you, sir. I will jump in on that. That's one of those free alphas for you guys. So yeah, little TA on CT for you there.
Anything else you got for the low caps?
Oh my God, Grail, dude. Grail's at freaking $500. Like Grail is half off right now, half off freaking sale. Ugh. Grail is $500. Okay, so Grail, if you don't know, is Camelot's token on Arbitrum. Because Arbitrum's token is just Lark sold all his Arbitrum. He's like, screw Arbitrum. Like Lark hates Arbitrum. Whenever Lark starts throwing a tantrum about a coin, it's about to freaking rip. Because he's got that patience where he gets impatient just before something rips. And he's been so pissed at Arbitrum for the last 2 years, a year and a half, that I think he sold all of it. But I think Arbitrum's going to rip, dude. I do think Arbitrum gets a rip on this bull run, and it's going to be well deserved and well paid for. But Hyperliquid it is back at 5 minutes. It's up in the green the last 5 minutes. $14.91. So
yeah, I already bought some.
Missed the $13 hyper. Yeah, you probably just bumped it.
I just bought some.
Asshole.
I was like, please
but anyway,
talking, please keep talking.
I know, right? Just
keep talking, Siri.
Scooping over here. Let me scoop some more over here.
Yeah, Hyperliquid's one of my favorite charts right now, man.
That's it. Other than Cook, I mean, Cook has got I think a 10% dip right now. Yeah, dude. It actually in the last 6 hours is poking it's poking its head up. But I think Cook. I could bring up Cook real quick. If it's gonna load right. If not, I'm gonna let you pull up Lux Algo. Let me try and pull it up real quick. Screen share. Bright lights. I don't like the white tab. Shout out to our boy Lark Davis. He said somebody in the comment on his show said, "Can you switch to the white tab so I can look?" And Lark was like, "I'm sorry, man, can't do it. Dark mode all the time. Not going to it. It hurts my eyes, man. I'm not doing it." Okay. Why is it doing that?
There it is.
See, it brings the screen up, Wes, and then it says new scene or welcome, but it's not sharing the screen, even though I click.
What is it?
I'm hitting screen share. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, Cook. Holy shit. This is another This is another one, bro. This is another one right here. Good Lord.
Yeah.
This is very, very nice. Very nice. My sister, she number one in the country for how you say the sex in mouth. This right here. Look at this. Look, she's number one in Kazakhstan. Check this out. Look at this shit right here, Wes. Okay, so this is a classic example of a very, very sexy, because you're getting this downward accumulation. Like whoop, you're getting a buy. There's a buy. There's a buy. There's a buy, and you're at the bottom again. You're at the bottom of a long, painful process. If you bought, let's say you bought anywhere in the middle here, you know. You experience pain unless you bought, sold, or traded it. But let's just draw a line here. Let's just start with basic TA. Come on, man. Let's get this fucking thing bigger. Hold on,
here,
guys.
I can
Bear
zoom
with me.
in.
I'm sorry. Let me do this because I'm doing this like an asshole and you guys can't see it. And I apologize for that.
No, I'm zoomed in on the chart, dude. I'm zoomed in. Look at the screen.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, it's just hard to see because we got our faces in the way too, so that's kind of
here. Let me.
You can bring us off screen for a minute, just so I can pull this up.
Yeah, let's do that. Or
all right, so let's.
No.
Yeah, I don't even want to see the top of it. I want to do this so you can see the bottom. So you can kind of see here where you had, you hit previous resistance. Bam, bounced on it as support, boom. And then you had all this max pain in the middle of the chart where if you bought in here or sold in here, whatever you did, it doesn't really matter because you're returning slightly to home base. So I'm going to blow it up a little more here so you guys can see what I'm talking
Let's
about. So right here is the next level, in my opinion, is right here. Boom. You got a wick here. You got a couple of touches here, right? And let's bring that over. I wish I could do straight up. Okay. So let's just do it like this. All right. So as you can see, previous resistance, flipped it, boom, broke through it, came down. You're in this zone here, bounced off that as support, broke through. And where are you coming back down? A perfect double bottom back on this level from all the way back here. So you're getting this double bottom, and you're going to probably come back down slightly to touch it on Cook, by the way. This is on Solana. So I do think that you get a little more pain to the downside to get to this level. I think you're going to get this tiny little bit of pain here. Could you come back in this zone? You could. If tomorrow is a sell the news event, or if people, get stupid and the market goes crazy stupid, yeah, Cook could pay its dues in this level and in this level again. Sure. It's the same thing as the other chart. Like I was telling you guys, whenever you take the freaking elevator and you skip over levels, the market makers or whoever's got to come back down. Those levels need to get touched. Now, do I think that you come back in this level necessarily? I don't know, because I think this looks more like a double bottom, dude. I think this is gone. I think this level's gone. I think this level, as brief as it was, I think you had enough time and enough trading in here through here that those levels are both gone. So I think your next level is in this range, which you're already starting to fill. If you look at this, I'll draw the next level right here with the trend line so you can see it. The next level would be right here, right? Boom. Which you could see you're kind of already hitting it. So you got your first level under here, the basement. You got the first floor. That's done. We already built the second floor. Second floor is being built as we speak. Second floor is already almost built. You're coming back down for a double bottom. Second floor is done, dude. So it's time. The elevator skipped. So the third floor, as I'd like to call it, your third floor range should be right around here, because I got the most touches here. So I'm going to put this right here because that's where the most touches are. That third level floor has got an awful lot of trading here, some trading here, and some trading here. So you might have one or two scoots in here on the third floor, but fourth floor is already taken up too, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth floor is already had enough trading, I believe, too. So I would even do this, Wes. I would run this bad boy like this. Boom. Your fourth floor has had plenty of trading. So what does that leave you at? Well, what it leaves you at is something like this. If floors 1, 2, 3, and 4 are already secured on the next run, I think that you get something like this. If we continue to the downside, I think you scoop in this level very briefly, and then you eat it right back up. And then I think this level's done. I think you skip through this level. This level's maybe has one more touch or so. And then you're going to skip through both these floors, I think, because both of these floors are done. So I think that you're going to be up around this area, somewhere up in this area for the next move. So if that was the move to boot, I'm going to go like this and measure. Let's just say I'll measure it from here. Say we don't go down. I'm going to put my target up here, which is about around a 345% run. That's my basic 5-minute TA using my floor, just using support and resistance, you guys, not using any indicators, not using any fibs, not using RSI, no fancy shit, just using support and resistance and levels and seeing how much trading has been done in those levels. That's my best guess as to where Cook will head. Obviously there could along the way, but that's going to be my next major range that Cook goes to. And who knows, dude, that who knows how long that takes, but those are my levels. Anything you want to say on that, Wes?
No, I think you're spot on with the levels. I mean, pretty much when you're looking at that, you want to take the price of where we are now and just look up and to the left or down and to the left, and you can see where those zones are. You'll see a bunch of confluence with support and resistance, like Sierra's pointing out. I think the major one, in my opinion, is the one that you are on right now, looking up and to the left. That swing high on the way down. right below you and then right above you, man. That's where we're gonna get most of our resistance, between 1.5 and what is that, 2.25 million or something,
Oh,
somewhere
in
around in
here?
there.
Yeah. In
Yeah, I
here?
think that's where we're gonna be getting most of our resistance. But I mean,
Yeah.
the peak top, the top, that major swing high where the last major peak right there that you were just
This
at.
one here? Yeah, this
Yeah,
one.
that's kind of where I'm looking for at my target. I think that's a major area, and there's confluence looking back, and you can see that we've hit that area a few times, support and resistance, and I think that would be a good target. That's probably where I'd set my eyes.
Yeah, this is a definite major level right here.
Yeah, and
Um,
especially with these meme
because you
coins,
can
you want
see
to
how
look at
many
these like
touches.
zones. Yeah, you want to look at these like zones, guys.
Yeah.
It's not You're not going to get directly on a line, but I think that anywhere around those levels is crucial. I think that's the
That one
yeah
too right there, because you had a lot
yeah
of traffic here, a lot
yeah
of
that's the
traffic
one I was
here.
talking about.
Traffic, traffic, traffic,
Yep.
traffic, traffic,
Yep.
traffic.
Yep.
And look at all the trading. This is what I say, guys, on the floor system when I'm like a building has floors. Um, you know, because you get so lost in green, red, up, down. You get so lost in that shit. What I like to do is this level and floor system of support resistance, because then you get a clear view. Okay, well, where did these bastards trade? Where did Shred and his homeboys do the most up and down trading or accumulating? Where did they do this? Well, you can see now that you've drawn your support and resistance levels. And this is why I always tell newbies to start off with support and resistance, because if you master the basics, if you're going to play basketball, learn how to dribble, shoot, and pass. Okay. But study them hours and hours. You should study support and resistance for hundreds of hours. And I know you say, well, that's stupid. No, it's not. Because if you master the basics, stick to the basics, stick
Can you switch
to
that
the
to the
basics.
weekly? Can you switch that to the weekly? I just want to see something.
Yeah, let me see if that'll
Yeah, the little arrow pointing down. Yeah.
stick to the basics. Stick to the basics. You remember when he smacks the helmet, the football movie? Yeah. Stick to the basics.
Was that Rudy?
Right here. Boom. I don't know. I don't remember, but I love that scene because he's just smacking the guy on the head on the helmet. Stick to the basics. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is the weekly chart. There's my little lasso.
So
kind of ugly.
Yeah, so right below your target, that's a major area too, man. Where we get our little close, right there, dude. Yeah, that's a pretty solid area because you got confluence. If you look back, you can see between
it goes all the way back.
Yeah, the in between those two lines, man, that's a good target.
Yeah,
that's
and this range,
most of
this range has been traded to death too. There's a lot of volume, a lot of candle action in this zone. So you've paid your dues. Cook has paid its dues. Look at these, even these for the weeks, you know. You've exhausted this, and this is a clear view too, Wes. I'm glad you pointed this out, because look at this. Look what's starting to make itself clearer. Look at that.
Yep.
What is this pattern? This is one of my favorites to trade. Look at that. Falling wedgie. So the falling wedgie on the weekly, boom, 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 tightening up would perfectly, boom, give you reason. This breakout for the falling wedgie would give you a nice another target of up in this range here. Not exact, like Wes said. Nothing's exact when you're doing meme coin TA. Yeah, but you know, you do have a falling wedge, which is a beautiful bullish pattern. You've just come out of this major bullshit. You've got your previous resistance flipped as support. You got every reason to go up from here, in other words. So yeah, that's it on Cook for me. I think it's your turn, Wes. I want to bring up some Lux Algo, some Bitcoin. And there is, yeah, we got some viewers in here. Shout out to the viewers. Make sure you guys hit the like button for us. And after Wes does some TA and some Lux Algo price targets for you guys, if you have altcoins, put them in the chat, man. We're going to put the chat on the screen so you guys can get more active. But we want to see the likes getting hit, and we want to see you active in the chat.
Yup.
Wes, take the floor away, my man. I'm going to just put another pod in. I need more coffee. Hold it down.
You good, man. All right, guys, you're all mine now. You're all mine now. Let's see if I can get my screen up. Let's see what this looks like. All right, cool. All right, guys, this is Bitcoin on the daily chart. Let's start with the daily chart. So what we're seeing here, that we're at this level, this blue zone here that we've been watching for a while now. This is where we came up, and this is why I like this area. We first came into it, right? We hit the top of that area as resistance, and then the next candle, the next daily candle, wicked down and gave us our floor there before we continued up. And we've come back and we retested it a few times. We retested it here back in January 13th. We retested it, and this entire zone is what we were in for, pretty much majority of the time we've been up here. We've fallen out of it, and now we've come back into it. So we've made a new lower high, or a higher low here, which is good to see. This was our Trump pump that we had, and we came all the way back down. We did a nice little Bart Simpson move here, but we did put in a higher low, which is a good thing, and we are back in to this range, which is good as well. So this is the new daily candle. This was yesterday, little indecisive candle that we got. We can't seem to get over the 50 and the 20. So I want to see us get over at least the 20 and then make our way above the 50. That would really be really good for Bitcoin or whatever, to just kind of reassure everybody that we are still in an uptrend, macro uptrend, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just zoom out. Take a look at the weekly. I mean, we are making higher highs, higher lows on the macro, right? And for the guys that weren't here last week, this is kind of what we're looking at. We're looking at our 5-wave Elliott wave system here. We're looking to go into wave 5 for that last little move. But on the daily, let's stay focused here. On the daily, this candle, I mean, that's a pretty bearish candle after getting an indecisive one. Again, we need to get back above these moving averages. But the good thing is here is that we're above this zone. We came back, retested the low, and now it looks like we're bouncing hard on it. So with tomorrow being Friday, being the crypto summit, the first official summit coming out of this administration, coming out of the White House period, I'm hoping that this is going to be super bullish on just crypto as a whole, but more importantly, the ones that are in the United States. One, because it's good for our bags. I'm pretty sure most of us are probably holding a lot of the freedom tokens is what they call them. But two, maybe we can get some of these projects to move back over to the US. And that's going to be good, man, for innovation. That's going to be good for everything, just the industry as a whole, and for the United States, to be honest with you. So we want to see that. And I think Trump's made it pretty clear that he wants to be a first mover in that. And now we're starting to see states like Texas. I think Texas just passed a bill for their Bitcoin reserve. We're starting to see multiple states come out, and a lot of bullish news coming out for Bitcoin and crypto as a whole. So it's starting to kind of push sentiment in a positive direction, which is good as well. But as far as technical analysis goes, I would like to see us close above this range. And then at that point, I think, we can all see that we're making a higher low, but we're making a lower high. So this is starting to tighten up a little bit. Normally, these things would break to the upside. We're getting tighter on top. We're getting tighter on the bottom. Hopefully, we can get a nice little break to the upside. But I think for that to happen, we need to push up above that. And that level is going to be 92K. This is our level 92K that we need to get above, that we hit recently as resistance. We hit it the last 3 days as resistance. I want to see us come back into that. And then also we have this zone that is still being a pain in our ass that we can't seem to get above as well. So a lot of confluence on the charts, a lot of resistance that we're at right now. But for the most part, guys, I mean, we're making higher lows, right? We're making higher lows, and we're staying back into this critical zone. And I think that we continue to the upside, but we need to make a newer high. We need to get above 92, and then we need to take out this area as well, 94, 95, and then that area of 98. As far as trades go, I do not have a trade setup for you right now. Not on the daily, no swing trades for you on the daily. We'll see what happens here over the next day or two. Let's see where we close this candle out. But I think most people are just kind of looking for a break and making a new higher high. Once we do that, then we'll probably get a nice little trade set up, get some market structure. But as of right now, I mean, we're just literally we're going sideways, and you don't want to trade a sideways market. So that's kind of it for the daily time frame.
GMB, I'm just gonna put that up there. I'm just gonna leave it up there until Wes acknowledges it.
Let's see.
It's on screen.
Yeah, he did, man. He did. Yeah, he did. We closed at 87. Actually, we closed at 87 yesterday. We did. We closed at 87,000 yesterday. We had a high of 92 and we had a low of 87. I thought it was going to close at 88 at series target, but we closed at 87. But that's 88, man. It was like 87.8 or some shit.
Well, look where we are now, though. We're at 87. We're below 87 now. We're at 86.7 right now. And
what are you looking at? I'm seeing 87
right now
too.
Well,
I got 87 too.
Well, that's not what CoinGecko is saying. No, 86.8, 86.7 on CoinGecko. Yeah, refreshed is 86.7.
Yep. Well, I got 87 too, but either way, man, it's around the same price. All good, no worries. I mean, you know, it doesn't matter because we're still above this zone. We're still in this zone. Let's hold this zone. I think we do. And again, we just have a little bit of resistance right above us that we need to get through. Get on top of these moving averages. Get above 98K. That is the next step. And getting back above 92, pushing past this swing high, 94, 95. And then 98 we need to take out.
So that pattern you're looking at right now, though, can you zoom out on that? I'm going to blow your screen up a little bit so it's bigger. Can you zoom yeah. All right, so let's look at this. So basically, wow, we had kind of a dokio just happen with this. So those EMAs you broke below, they're acting as resistance right now. But if you go back to the past and you go back to the last big pattern, the last big up that we had before the $70,000 range. So can you zoom? Yeah. So if you look before, every time we've used the not even that bottom pattern, you can kind of zoom in a little on the second pattern, but you see where every time we treat the EMAs as resistance, what tends to happen? What tends to happen is, yeah, like right in there. When the candles break down through the EMAs and we tend to trade in between them and we treat that top band as resistance, you can see that slightly after that, the EMAs still go down a little. So right now, we're treating the EMAs as resistance. We're hitting that, and the top band broke below the bottom band, which is never good. That's quote unquote close to a death cross.
Death cross. That's our death cross that we talked about.
So our death cross, and now we're treating that as resistance. What tends to happen is you have more downside with the top band, with the light blue band tends to.
Yeah, that's our lower moving average.
Tends to go a little lower, but now that we've already had the death cross, quote unquote, this should be interesting because this is going to be that call that nobody wanted to hear, and everybody tells Sierra to shut up, and just don't say that, Sierra. You're going to jinx it, Sierra. You're wrong, Sierra. We're not going there, Sierra.
What is it?
That $70,000 to $77,000 range. There's one of two things are happening right now. Either the market makers are saying, fuck it, let's go. And they're going to drop us to that 72 to 82K range, that range that they have not traded yet, that virgin territory. They're either going to drop us down there or they're making us think that's what they're doing. And they're just accumulating right now and they're buying it. Because technically we're in an uptrend. If you look in the short term, you had 3 wicks. Look at those 3 wicks. You had a bullish pin bar. Boom, boom, boom. So
we're making higher lows, but we're making lower highs. So we're getting tighter.
Right.
Price action. Yeah.
It's a little tricky, but the reality is you're in that zone that Wes has up there, which is beautiful, the big blue zone. So it's almost like the whales are trying to go, hey, look, we're going down to that range, and they're making you want to think that they're about to take us there. And God bless America. This is one of those calls, Wes, where we have got to be so on point, because one of two things is going to happen. Where we had to stress out about the CME gap over the last 3 weeks, now we have to wonder, are the market makers going to take us to that range of 70 to 77, or is this the fake out? Is this the fake out? We stay in this blue zone. We never go back to that range until the bear market. And this is the bottom, because I'm going to tell you right now, if the market makers don't open the floor below us, if we do not go to 70 to 77, then this is the bottom for this bull market, for the rest of the bull market. So it's either, in my opinion, what do I know? We could go lower than 70, if whatever, but I ain't seeing that shit. My final line in the sand is down there where your bottom blue box is, 70 to 72,000, up to 85,000. That is the last line in the sand. This is the last accumulation zone, and you may not even get it. You may not get it, because if the market makers decide tomorrow, if Trump comes out with some super bullish shit, whatever they want to do, then this could be the last couple of weeks before we head up to 120, 150, and all that stuff. So really the name of the game, Wes, for me, is either we're staying in this little blue box that we're in right now for a while, or the market makers are going to drop us down to that big range and trade for a little bit, or they're just making us think that. And what they're going to do is, this is it. Like, this is the bottom. Like, if you don't buy right now, you're not going to catch the euphoric stage. So very, very psychological level we are at right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very intense place to be right before this bull market. So I don't even know what to call just yet, Wes. I'd like to see some more Lux Algo shit.
Yeah, so pretty much, guys, what Sierra was saying about the last line in the sand is, we don't want to lose this. We don't want to lose this low here, right? We want to continue up. And to lose this uptrend, we would have to take out this low right here, and that's at 53,000.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
So we could actually come all the way to fucking 54,000. Well, where's the close at? So I would say the close like around 55,000 or something. We could come all the way the fuck back down here and still be in an uptrend.
Still be okay.
And still be in an uptrend, right?
I don't think that's what's going to happen, though, at all.
When you're dealing with these Elliott wave patterns, again, we talked about it last week, a lot of times you turn this extreme of wave 1 into wave 4's support. So it'll come down, retest that. 70. And that's a perfect Elliott wave move right there. That's a perfect Elliott wave move and perfect impulse, correction move, then an impulse. That is what we're looking at. But when you're looking at the daily or the weekly time frame on these moves, a lot of times you won't see that, man, especially in a crypto bull run. Like, a lot of times you won't see that. That is a almost 30% drop that we've done from the top so far. It's happened plenty of times in the past, guys. I mean, it's not something that can't happen. So we definitely just need to be aware of that. We're at 29% from bottom to the top, about a 30% move. Can they push us back down there? Absolutely, they can. Right now, we have to just go with the technicals, though, man. What are we doing? We're putting in higher lows. That's a good thing. That's a fact. We're putting in higher lows. All right. What's another fact? We can't seem to get back above 92 now. Now that's acting as resistance. The moving averages are acting as resistance. So what we need to see next, the positives, is that we are making higher lows. Positives, we are back in the range low. And we just have to see what kind of happens tomorrow. I mean, we've put in 2 bearish candles, an indecisive one, and now we're putting in today's candle, which is a bearish candle. So I don't know, man. I mean, we could have this pullback today, close tomorrow, and then pump because of the summit. You know what I mean? Or kind of what I'm expecting, a fake out down, maybe retest 80,000 again, and then we lift off from the crypto summit after seeing what he talks about and what tokens are mentioned. But we do know for a fact that Bitcoin is in that reserve speech. We know that for a fact. We know that Ethereum's in that reserve speech. So it'll be interesting to see. I think that if the whales are in charge, they're going to wick us back down to 80K before taking off, fake everybody out, and then we'll start heading back up. But as far as my call yet, man, I'm not too I'm not ready to make that call yet. But yeah, we need to get above these, you know, these moving averages, man, and get back above the range low here, because we got our range high here, we got our range low here that we were mostly in this entire time. Now we've broken down and we've got ourselves a new range low that we're above right now as we speak, and we're making, you know, higher lows. So that's a good thing, but we still need to get back above these moving averages, get back above 98,000. All right.
Yeah, I'm seeing something slightly different, Wes.
Yep.
I'm seeing us getting a bounce at 85,620 on the 1 hour. Damn, I don't want to look at the 1 hour chart though.
This is the 1 hour right here.
Damn it.
So
yeah, what
so
a
the
tricky
1 hour,
spot.
man. We
this is a tricky spot, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the 1 hour, looking at the closes, we are in this little uptrend right here. So let's see, man. If it holds on the lower time frame, I mean, if you were looking to take a trade, you're gonna have to take it on the lower time frames. But right now, man, we've just made a lower high, but we're making higher lows. So we're tightening up, and I just don't think there's a trade here just yet, unless we break out of this little, you know, tightening accumulation range that we're in. Unless we break above this and get above 92, come back, retest it, and then that would be my trade to look for on the lower time frames. We do have that little bit of resistance here, so I think that would be a good target, and that would kind of line up with, you know, getting rejected right there at 96, 95, come back, retest 92, and then put your long in all the way up to I wouldn't say 105, dude. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't do 105. I mean, maybe to 100K. We still got to break that 98, dude.
What an ugly pattern Bitcoin is forming on the 4 hour. You can't even call this an ascending wedge in bearish. It's terrible structure. This is like the market makers are just trying to lie to you, and they can't freaking do it, dude. You know what I think's happening right now with that? You see, look at how ugly that shit is. That pattern is so ugly because you would almost draw that as a as an upward ascending wedge if you drew it from the backside. Like, instead of drawing it down like you're drawing a continuation, draw it from the backside and draw it like it's coming from downward and bouncing up. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying or no?
No.
Yeah.
No. Draw it from the backside.
Let me
what do you mean? Yeah, pull up your
come
chart,
from the other side
hour.
and draw it. Yeah, let me do this, because shit, I don't even know. This thing's gonna act stupid. I wanted to show you this. This is what, and I might not be able to do it because I'm on CoinGecko here, but I want to. I don't know. Can you share? Bring my screen, because I hit share button, but I don't know how to bring it to the screen. I don't even see it on the screen to share.
It's right here, man. I got you.
All right. So check this out. This is what I was saying. If you drew it from the left-hand side, it would look something like how do I get this on the major screen, Wes? How do I blow this up on full screen? Can I, or does it not let me?
No, you should be able to.
Let me. Anyway, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I thought there was a full screen. Is this it? Take a snapshot? No, I don't want that.
Double click on the chart.
I swear. No, that ain't gonna do it. Anyway, just look at this. You see this range here?
Yeah.
The sideways bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Sideways range, right? I would say that, okay, well, you got a sideways range, and now you get this drop, right? So usually when you get a drop, you know, a bear flag starts to come up, you know, sideways and then down, you get a bear flag, right? So what I was saying is, if you drew it from this way and you said that this was a downtrend, and you tried to say, well, okay, here's your ugly, hideous, ugly, like, you can't even draw it because it's so freaking ugly. You got this like upward stupid, which is dumb. Because if we were really bearish right now, you would have it would no, I'm sorry, it would be like this. Bearish, you would have this kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Right? You would see the drop, and then you would form an ascending wedge. That's what typically happens in a downtrend. But it's so freaking ugly that I call that.
Yeah. See,
So what ends up happening is this. What the
I
is
was
that?
looking
I
at
mean,
that,
what are you marking?
but
What are y'all trying to do?
w-
Like what?
I was looking for 3 touches. So
Like what is? How do you
for a trend
explain
line to be like
sideways?
legit,
One.
you want to have 3 touches on that line, and I just didn't see it. That middle pump right there is
Well, this
ugly
could
as fuck. If
this
anything, it looks kind of
it is. Well,
yeah.
this I could see as a middle heart line. I could see that.
Yeah.
But this is what I was trying to say. My point with where I'm going with this is you see the shape structure when you come down. You shouldn't have had this massive run and then this massive pump. This is total manipulation in here, because if this was natural price movement, right, you would have downward movement, and then you would kind of, you would do. Let me draw it. You would draw. Where's the freaking thing? Anyway, just watch my cursor. So if you had natural price movement, you would come down and then you would bounce upward, right? But you're not having that. You're having this freaking whoop, whoop, buy, and then you're having a huge crash down. Like, it's such manipulation. It's such shit going on that it's very, very hard to tell. And I would not be trading this shit right now, dude. It's just, I don't see any structure. But that was my point. I was trying to say how confusing of a, if this were to try to measure this, from here to here, from this part down, and then you would put your target, then that would bring you down to 70,000. Not even confident in making that call down to 70K, even though that range is a good range to trade. And you can pull that screen off. You could pull mine off. Yeah, let me pull mine off. But anyway, I was just saying, that downward movement, Wes, when you normally have a downward movement and a bounce up, you could at least say, okay, let's measure that. And then all of a sudden, okay, we're good. Then we'd have a price target. But you can't even do that. This is such ugliness on the chart. It's actually kind of frustrating. And I wouldn't be trading it at all. I would be worrying about buying and getting good entries.
Yeah, I don't know, man. The only thing I see, man, is that we were sideways here for so long, so our direction is sideways. And the only thing that makes sense to me is after getting this big move down to the CME gap, we knew why we were going to the CME gap. There's really no other reason to go back there, besides build up some volume there and for the whales to eat a little bit more. But the only thing I'm saying, we got 3 touches here on the trend. So that's officially a trend line. Once you get 3 touches here, all I see is that we're tightening up. And I think that this could be, in my opinion, this could be our next potential trade. We're sitting at that support level right now. You switch it to the daily, where we got our little MACD cross here, but you see that our RSI is all the way back down, oversold. So this would typically be the time to put in a long. But we want to see us break above this resistance area here that we've hit a few times, right? So I think the only trade that I'm seeing on the 1 hour would be this here. I mean, unless we fall through this, you know what I mean? Or to the downside, unless we fall through this and then come back and hit it as resistance, you can see your clear targets would be obviously the CME gap.
This is 74.5.
Yeah. Or
74.5 target.
Yeah, or that major level 74,000, right? And that is our previous.
Don't think that couldn't happen. Don't think that couldn't happen, because there's 3 reasons why it could happen. And I hate to keep flipping bearish on y'all, man, but here's the deal. Market makers are greedy. Trump wants to buy more Bitcoin for the U.S. We all know we're going to 120. We're going to 150. We all know we all have our super uber bullish targets. We're chilling at 3 trillion market cap. We're not able to bust much higher than it. We've accumulated the shit out of it. 3 trillion is a previous all-time high. So we're still not above the previous bull market. Like, we're still chilling underneath the last bull run's peak. So in my opinion, while we're down here, what the is the big deal for them to drop it? Like, all right, at this point, yesterday I was 70-30. Right now I'm 50-50. My shift has shifted 50-50. When I say 50-50, I mean everyone's super bullish for tomorrow. It's the last trading day of the week. I hate Fridays. I don't like Fridays anymore. I like Mondays. Give me a Monday morning. Fridays suck for investment because it's the last day of the trading week. The weekend's coming up. You got 2 days in the market closed. Fridays are horrible. Okay. I don't like them. I never have when it comes to trading. But I will say this. Everyone's super bullish. Oh, this, oh, that, oh, this, oh, that. I'm not seeing that side of it. I hope we get it. We may get it, but the market makers right now, they've already wiped everyone out at 80. They brought it back to 92, which wrecked people. Wes, what's to stop them? What is really their incentive to not go down to that range? Like, while we're so close, unless they just want to fake everyone out and make us think that they're going there and not go there. What is the market makers, Trump, everybody that think, what is their incentive to not go to the 70,000 to 78,000 or 70? I'm gonna call it $70,000 to $77,000 range. What is their incentive to not do that right now? And versus what is their reasons to do it? Because their reasons to do it, in my opinion, are more than their reasons not to do it. But I'm still 50-50. But what give me a reason why the market makers should not try to go to that range right now, is what I'm saying.
I mean, there's really no reason. I mean, if they take it lower because they want to buy more, they take it higher because they want their bags to pump. I mean, it's a win-win for them. So I don't think it really matters. Like it's a win-win either way when they got, control of the market like that because they're so fucking rich.
It's just it's painful for the little guys. It's painful for us because we're trying to guess. We're always constantly guessing and working around their aims. But where Wes's yellow arrow on the downside is absolutely beautiful. My call for my floor has been $74,596. I know that's a very precise number, but I'm telling you, I've seen it come up a million times.
Yeah.
And if we go down $74,596, if we go down and hit that, and you don't buy because you're scared, that's not a good move. In other words, that double, look at that even double bottom. Where's that? It's the CME gap, 78. Yeah. Excuse me. You got the yellow arrow drawn at a basic, another potential double bottom.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro.
So on the 1 hour, for anybody that's trying to trade, this is what I'm looking at. This seems to be our trend right now on the 1 hour. We're just ranging in upwards a little bit. We've hit this 3 times. Looks like we're bouncing off of it. We just hit it again. We're bouncing off of it now, getting a good bounce. So I'm just looking at the ranges or the levels to take out. And in my opinion, as we're bouncing right now, hold on. I just lost you. Hold on. My headset came unplugged. But yeah, so right now we just retested it and we're bouncing off of it pretty hard. We're at 88.3. I would just look for this level. If you're looking to take a long, look to break this downtrend here, come back, retest it. That's when I would go long to the upside or get rejected off of it. And then I would look to break this, retest it, and then go down to first target, 81, second target, 78. And then below that is going to be our previous resistance flipped into support, which is what Sierra's talking about around 74. A little above that because you don't want to be directly on it. Take your profit a little bit above it. But that would be the short side. So on the 1 hour, on the shorter time frames, there are opportunities. On the daily as a swing trader, I'm not touching it. But you can definitely trade this on the lower time frames, and this would be my setup.
Yeah, I like both of your ranges. I like both of that because that gives you a clear idea of what your options are. And people say, "Oh, TA doesn't work," or "How come you guys aren't calling?" Look, you're not predicting the future with TA. What you're doing is you're giving yourself the best options either way the market moves. So whenever you're approaching this, you should always approach trade setups, always approach TA and investing as if this happens, then I will do this. And if this happens, then I will do this. And if you approach the market with that attitude, you'll do a lot better than saying, well, I'm betting that it's going to do this. Because if you just bet that it's only going to do this and that's your only plan, then the other 50% of the chance is you're going to get wrecked and you're not going to have a backup plan. So you should always have in mind, what am I going to do if my trade gets wrecked? And that's why you should keep a 1 to 3% rule. You know, never make one more of a than a 1 to 3% of your total portfolio per trade. So if you've got $100 and you want to make trades all day, every single one of your trades should be between $1 and $3. And that's it. That way, if you lose the trade, you don't blow up your account. If you've got $1,000, then you do between, well, shit, my math is bad, but you get the freaking point. You got $100, you do 1 to 3%. You do $1,000, that's what, 10 to 13 bucks? Yeah, 10 to 13 bucks per trade. And likewise, if you're working with $100,000, let me borrow some money. Throw me some ETH. No, but if you're working with $100,000, then you could do $1,000 to $3,000 per trade. But if you're sitting there and you got 5 G's that you've saved up your entire life and you put $2,000 on the line on a trade and you don't have a plan if the market moves the other way and you get wrecked, you just screwed yourself. You're done. You're cooked. You can't do that. So make sure you're following basic investment rules, guys. Make sure you're following the very basic rules of investing. Don't blow your account up. Don't get overly greedy and be careful. Have a plan either way.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I'm not trading the higher time frames. You get onto the 15-minute, the 1 hour, there's definitely some opportunity there. And I think that's what you should be focused on mainly is these lower time frames. That's where your opportunities are going to be. We know that on the weekly, we're in an uptrend, right? We're in a macro uptrend. We know that. And right now we're just going sideways essentially, right? So sideways swing trading does not go hand in hand. So the only other option you really have is to drop on these lower time frames and try to scalp trade or, just trade on the lower time frames, man. Because right now there's just no opportunity on the bigger time frame unless you just have like a 2x leverage and your liquidations all the way down to 30,000 or something. That's different. That's a simple trade. But yeah, your opportunities are on the lower time frame right now. Let's see what Lux Algo says. Oh, this is your total market cap here. Also making higher lows here, so that's a good thing. Looks like we just bounced off of that 275, and we're about to go approach your 2.9, Siri. We're headed up there, so we'll see. We got that this order block sitting right at 3.06, 3.1 trillion. So hopefully we can get up there, get past that, and continue up. Let's see what looks like.
I mean, and the other thing is, people are expecting this mega pump tomorrow, Friday or whatever. You could get a nice rally tomorrow, but really, if you look at the 1 year chart, we're right at that whale blip we were talking about. Remember how we were talking about that major whale blip from October, or where was it? Shit, it was probably November. The little tiny whale blip on the left side of the screen is exactly where we're sitting right now. We're sitting at a whale's point of control, and that's a very intense place to be. Over there where that green bull flag was, where that little blip was. After that huge move up, and then we retraced it, we're back down at that whale blip. So, this is one of those things, Wes, where you just have to acknowledge that if that whale wants to pull the floor out from underneath us, he could, but he could also just be trying to scare the shit out of us and not do that. And then you could miss the best dollar cost averaging potential at $88,000 Bitcoin. And that would be even more painful because even if we drop to the 70K range, as long as you didn't go all in, you could accumulate more. So the 50-50 rule would work good right now. If you have cash on the side and you want to go in, I would say at this point, I would go in probably 30 to 50% and wait and see if we do drop to that range. And if we don't, at least you went in and we catch the pump. But if it does, it's okay because you're dollar cost averaging.
Yeah. Lux Algo, man, we came into that reversal zone with that big wick, the CME gap. So that level was taken out. Our targets for this sell signal have been taken out. That was the 80K, and then that second one, 85. So both of those have been taken out. Let's see if those get readjusted. To get this to flip, because everything is bearish right now on the daily time frame. To get this to flip, there's that $93,000 that we have for this this trend catcher, and then the smart trails at 95. So essentially we want to get above 95, get back above 92, 95, and then break that 98 like we were talking about. And then I think this is going to flip and give us a buy signal, and then we'll get our targets to the upside. The momentum has shifted back here on that wick. We got our green dot momentum, which signals a reversal. And you can see that that is pushing to the upside right now. The smart money flow is trying to come out of that threshold, man. Actually, it did. Okay. So we've come out of that threshold. You see that line going through the smart money. And then we have our overextended money flow here, that little light red. We've come out of that, and now we've come out of the threshold for the smart money flow. So the money's starting to shift, man. Let's see that money flow flip back green, and I think that'll be a good thing. That'll just confirm our thoughts that we could be reversing here. But I mean, dude, honestly, Sierra, I think that we probably do get one more wick down before we start to head back up, fake everybody out tomorrow. I think the summit could be a good thing, very bullish. But I think before the summit, rumor is kind of what's driving the market, the price right now.
These assholes, and I say these assholes, I just, dude, I feel like, yes, there's bullish news, sell the rumor, buy the news. I'm not even going with that adage. I'm just going with the accumulation rule. Fink wants it. Trump wants it. Elon wants it. The United States needs it. We're trying to accumulate as a country. We want to be the number one leader in the space. What do they always say? What's the rule? If you miss the boat, if we miss the boat, we miss the boat. But if the whales miss the boat, what do? They turn the mother effing ship back around. And what I think could very potentially happen, that little 80K CME gap, that was just a little teaser. That was just to show you, hey, by the way, we're gonna, introduce a little panic. I think they're easing us into this, and I think smart money is buying the shit up right now. And I think that the whale, if you zoom out again, go to the left side of that blue box, all the way to the left, and you can see where I'm talking about. Show the people what I'm talking about, right? Well, you could have kept it where you were.
Oh,
you kept it. Keep it right there. Show the whole blue zone you got on the screen.
The one at the bottom?
No, right there. Now go. Yeah, right there. Right where your mouse pointer is. That was the whale blip. Remember? That's what we said. That was a whale blip. Now look where we are. Go to the right side of the blue zone, and we're using it as what? Resistance. So that tells
this chart looks different than the other one. So I just put 2 lines here for that other one.
Okay. Well, it don't matter because I got
these 2 lines. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the 1 year chart. It's the same thing. So my point is that whale blip, what we were calling it on the radar, on the left-hand side, that was a whale that put a pause on the market. All that trading beneath it is basically controlled by that whale. That whale's either going to open the floor or he's not. And the trap door, if the trap door gets opened, we will go to $70,000 to $78,000. So if that happens, you've got to be prepared for that. You've got to have a plan in case that does happen. Now, I'm not going to 100% say that that's where we're going, but I'm very, very, very much watching it right now. And my 70-30 has just been shifted to a 50-50. So that's where I'm at. My call right now is 50-50. Until we flip that whale blip on the left side of the screen, until we get back above this area, and it could happen tomorrow, guys. We could rally up to 97 tomorrow, 92 to 93, bust above 92 and get back above that blue zone. That could very well happen. That's the other 50 side. That's the 50-50. Now, the other 50 side is they're bullshitting us, and they'll put the good news out and it won't matter. And then you go into a low volatility weekend, and that's if we have a red day tomorrow, if we have a red day, we don't break back above where we need to get above at 90,000, then you got low volatility on the weekend plus a bad day. That could be grounds for sending us into next week down in that range below us. And yeah, so that's not the best news. That's not good news. I know nobody wants to hear that shit, but the reality is you have to be aware of it. And that's where I'm at. I don't even want to make my call still just yet, but I'm going to have to, because these guys, it's John's birthday. It's John Prostek's birthday next door. They're having a birthday party. So I'm going to have to get going here in a little bit. You're invited, of course, Wes.
Yeah.
If you wanted to make it. But here's the thing. This is important. I'm not going to jump off just yet. This is very important. The 50-50 call. Or do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's always, 50-50. I just, I don't know, man. You're not going to get out of making a call, though. Not 50-50. You're not going to get away that easy. Not that easy, man. What's your call?
Well, I can't do 50-50, huh?
No, can't do 50-50. Can't do 50-50, man.
I'd like to see the chat. Is anyone in the chat going to post their price targets for... are we calling for Monday? Or are we calling for...
What's today? Thursday? Yeah, Monday. I think I think the market direction and a target is the way to go. Because I know we were going low, high, then target. I think we should say, all right, here first, then target.
All right. God bless it.
I know
this shit, man.
Well, it's tough because we're just, essentially we're just going sideways here, man. Making lower highs and higher lows. Like we're tightening, but that doesn't mean shit, man. We could be in a bull flag. Doesn't mean we're going to break out, especially the way the market is right now.
All right, let me do this, Wes. Last time I'm going to bring my screen up, damn it. Make sure it's sharing on the screen. I don't know how to do that. I click it and then it don't freaking share it. Like I hit share and then it doesn't show me shit on my end. There it is. Okay, you were able to pull it up. This is what I was trying to say, and it's going to be kind of hard to see, but I'm going to make it the best I can, guys. This right here, if you can see where my mouse pointer is in this big black box kind of helps. This is the whale blip I'm talking about and that I'm looking at, right? This is the major whale blip right here, this tiny one. The smallest blip is the biggest money because that was the trade that decided, hold up. And then it said, we're going to let it go. No, hold up. Is it going to let it go? No, hold up. So this is a whale. This is a whale blip on the radar because you had, look at this massive move. Boom, boom. And then there's like, hold on. And this too, this is a whale blip right here, believe it or not, this little plateau and that just happens to be at 76,500. Okay. 76,500. This is a whale that said, pause the market for a minute. Now I say it's a whale. It might not be a whale. It just might be the mass psychology of everyone that the price stopped there. But I just call it one person. It's a whale. Okay. So just to clarify that, but my whale blip is here. My whale blip is here at, let's just call it 88.2, which just so happens to be very, very, very close to where we are right now. The top side is at 90,000, right? There's our resistance that we can't get above. Where's our low side? 87. What did GMB call? 87. Awful ironic that this whale blip I'm talking about to watch is the same exact shit that we're dealing with over here. All of a sudden, 90,000 is the top. Look at this. You can't make this shit up. 90,000 is the top, right? 88,000, 88 to 87. Where's the bottom? The very lowest is 83. Okay, so you've got a little forgiveness here at 83. That's your lowest spot, 83.9, which you might as well say is, $84,000. Where's this? 87. So my bare bottom's bone floor is right here at 83.9. So let's just call it let's call it 84,000 because
84, yeah.
that's just
That's what
easier to remember. So let's say if 84, if we lose 84, if they open the trap door, all of this range in here where my mouse is, don't look at the stupid black box up there. Look at my mouse pointer, which is this range here. There's been no trading in here, guys. Okay. Where I'm scribbling the mouse, there's no trading in here. We took the elevator up. We built this whole floor. You know, this floor was kind of coming up, and then we just took the elevator. There's been nothing in here. So for us to really say that they couldn't drop us from 83 down to 70, and I would actually draw it right here, 72, because that's a whale blip too, this little mini blip, 72,000. This is the yearly chart, by the way. I'm just zoomed in. So this right here from 72 to, 82. I'll just call it 72 to 82. That makes it easier. $10,000 range. That range, if we break below this, in my opinion, is very, very potential to happen. But go back to both of us, Wes. Yeah. In my opinion, this is what I'm going to say. Okay. I'm going to go psychological. I'm going to go psychological on my call because I can't go with charts because the charts aren't telling me shit. Lux Algo ain't really telling me shit. The major charts aren't telling me shit. This is where you have to gut trade. So what I'm going to say, I think we could drop to that level, but I don't think we go there tomorrow. So my call for tomorrow is I think we hit the bottom of that 84,000. I think we go down to that area, bounce, and then we get rally. Oh, Trump's, the king of crypto, and we're all going to win. I think that's what the market makers are going to play us tomorrow. I think they're scaring the shit out of us now. They're going to get everyone to go short. They'll bring us down to that 84K. And then I think we get a nice bounce tomorrow, have a nice rally. They get everyone to go long again, and then we'll have to regroup by Monday. So my call for Monday, shit. Man, this is freaking tough. Dude, I don't even know. Where are we at right this second exactly? We're at 88 something,
like
right?
88.2 or something, yeah.
So if we drop down to 82, or I'm sorry, 84, bounce, rally to 92 by Monday, you ain't gonna like my call. My call's gonna be the same shit, bro. My call's gonna be right around where we're at. Because if we get that down move, then that up move, where's that put us? Back down sideways. I think this is accumulation for the whales. I think they're playing whale games, and I think we have more of this sideways bullshit. The good news is I don't think we go to that scary level below us from 70 to 77 yet. I still think it's on the table, but I think my call for right now is going to be fairly close to where we are now. So I'm just going to say 88K, and I'm going to say with the price action of tomorrow going down, bouncing, having a nice rally off the news where everyone's scared in the morning, and then by afternoon, maybe at night, you have a run up, and then people are like, oh yeah, we're back. And then I think Saturday sideways, Sunday cooling off. By Monday morning, we're back to reality, and everyone's like, shit, we're back down at 88 again. How'd that happen? That's what I think's going to happen. That's my call for tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, Saturday and Sunday, because the markets are closed over the weekend. I think you get that back down to 88. That's my best call. That's what I got right now, but I'm not out of the woods with the 70 to $77,000 range yet. I think importantly have a plan in case it happens, but please, you guys, please don't sell your shit now and go to that range. That's not what I'm saying. Don't do that. Don't sell your shit now because Sierra said to do that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you want to buy more and that happens, that's your opportunity, but please don't sell your shit with the assumption or please don't sideline yourself with that assumption because that is not what I'm saying.
All right, cool. This is my turn now, huh?
It'd be your turn, sir.
I'm gonna say, honestly, man, I think that we do see some more downside overnight, possibly, and I think that downside could take us to 83, 84. But after we take out 83, 84, I think that we start to come back up. And I think that we're going to be, by Monday, I think we'll be sitting around 90, 91, something like that.
So basically exactly what I said, but a couple $1,000 above in the 92K range.
Yeah, pretty much.
So so that's cool. You're agreeing with the price action I'm saying. So that makes me feel like we're both on the same page.
Well, I think that, just looking at the 1 hour, man, that's the only thing I see. That's the only thing that makes, logical sense here is we've come down, we've retested that low, and it looks like we're possibly going back down and to retest it. I mean, honestly, man, I think 84K probably holds, but just a wick. That's why I say 83, but I think essentially though, by Monday, not on Monday at the time of record or doing the live stream, but by Monday, we could be up in the 90s, 91, 92 possibly.
Yeah, and I'm good with that because that's very similar to what I'm calling. And what's your ratio? Because my ratio changed from 70-30 to 50-50. What's your ratio on that 70 to 77K range?
70 to 77K?
7. Let's just 70 to 80K range. That whole range that the market makers skipped over, and it's
drop us down and like trade there or to wick there.
Trade there. Like, in other words, we break below 84 and we trade there for a week or two or whatever until the market makers are satisfied for a little bit.
At this point, I would say 70-30 or 60-40.
60% chance we go there or 60% we don't?
We don't.
I like that. That's 50-50 is hard for me right now, but I agree with you. I would almost even change it because I'm not that bearish. I'm warning. My warning lights are blinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My Spidey sense is tingling because we're so close.
Listen, guys, if you want to go with anybody's instinct, it's Sierra's because he does, like, I don't know what it is, but he does get that. Like, those are on point. I just feel like the only reason we had to go down there was to fill that CME gap. And like, there's nothing, we've gotten all the bullshit out of the way. We've got the tariff shit. Nothing's really reacting to the tariff shit anymore. We have the crypto summit coming up. We have talks of rate cuts that has gone through the roof because they don't want to go into a recession. So we've got talks of rate cuts coming up, aggressive rate cuts. And what was the other one? There was one other one that was pretty bullish, but I don't know. I just think that the CME gap, we took that out. We don't really need to go back down there anymore. And with that being said, yes, we could probably wick back down there just because we don't need to go back down there. They'll wick us down there. But my gut and what I'm seeing on the charts tells me that 84 was our floor, 83, 84 is our floor going forward, and 92 is the level that we need to kind of beat right now to break out.
And I like that. And let me just reiterate for everyone listening so that you guys can say, see, Sierra had a wrong call. It's either, mark my words, we're going to go to that range. Okay. We're going to pay for that range at some point. It may be the bear market. Okay. The bear market after this bull run could be that range. So in other words, we could go to 120, 150. And then when we have that brutal crash and that brutal correction, the market makers could say, all right, bring that bitch down to 70 to 80K. That could be the level that starts the next bear market, quote unquote. That could be the floor of the bear market, or we could go there first, or we could not hit it at all. Those are the only three possibilities in life that could happen. Out of those three possibilities, do you think that's a possibility? Do you think that we could have the bull market and then come back down to that range as the new bear market?
Yeah, for sure. Nobody thought we would see 17,000 again, and we did, right? Like 17K. We never thought we'd see that again. 20,000, 25, 30, yeah. But 17,000, I never would have guessed Bitcoin was going back down to 17K. We thought 20K was going to be a solid floor, and we went to 17K. Right. So
that's possible too. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to make the prediction of when. I'm fairly good at saying that I see the levels. I realize that is a level market makers are licking their lips at. Whether we go there now before the bull run or after the bull run, my opinion doesn't change. I still think that's a juicy level for the market makers. And I think at some point they will want to trade Bitcoin within that range. And yeah, as of right now, I'm still 50-50 on it. I'm not convinced. I'm not bullish enough yet to say that I'm not worried about that range, but I'm also giving you bullish news for tomorrow. My call is bullish for tomorrow, not bearish, but it's bullish like this. It's a mini run. It's not a wow, we're going to the moon. Like some of these people are getting so hyped. I think they're going to get wrecked, dude. I think you should be
when it goes sideways.
Please be careful, you guys. If you are trading this market, please be careful. If you're tuning in right now, please hit the like button. We're trying to get this channel boosted. We got a decent amount of viewers right now, but we're trying to up our numbers. Comment in the chats. We're trying to get the chats more active, you guys. But make sure you're following us. Please follow the Crypto Remora. Hit the like button. That helps us. That's all we need. We give all this info to you for free. We give you trade setups, calls, alpha on good projects. You know, we've got a new team member that's working with us now. It's, you know, we're trying to help you guys out. So please just take that 1 second, hit that like button for us. It really does help us.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys, man. Thank you for being here. And I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Be careful out there trading, man. If you're going to trade, my opinion, I think you should just stick to the lower time frames and just be careful, man. When it's something outside, when there's something moving it that is fundamental, you just never know which way these things are going to go. And right now we're kind of banking on this summit tomorrow to be bullish, and you just have to be careful with those things, man. You have to know what your downside risks are, know what your upside risks are. Just you gotta be focused, man. Be on point.
The only other thing I'll end it with, Wes, that I will tell people, if you are wanting to catch the last leg of this euphoric bull run, this historic bull run, because I'm still calling for 275K Bitcoin. You flip your perspective. Why is YCRE staying so calm if he's calling for 70K? Because my plan is, if we do that, right now I'm in a buy zone anyway. From here down to 70K is golden opportunity. So if you're getting pissed off or you're negative because you think, oh, well, why is he bearish? Why are we going to go down? Flip your thinking into, oh shit, this is when I should be buying. This is when you want to buy, because I still have bullish targets of 120, 150, 250, 275 because of those targets. Especially if you're getting in late. You know, Daniel just texted me a little while ago. He's like, it's dropping. Daniel's licking his freaking chops ready to buy more Bitcoin and ETH right now. And he's been waiting for a dip. So you need to, and Daniel's a friend of ours that we kind of got into crypto. He's learned. He sold the top last cycle, and he's back around now. He knows the cycle's about to happen, you guys. He doesn't even understand the halving. His gut instinct. He's just amazing with this shit. I don't know how he does it, but he's ready to buy, and he's ready for this dip. If it does fall lower, he's not going to be pissed. He's buying. He's excited. He's sitting there licking his chops ready to buy. So that's the way you should view this. If you're or if you're having a bad attitude about it, that's the wrong way to go. You need to be happy, excited. If we do go to that level, you need to be hyped up, because that's what's going to make you the gains. So don't sell your shit and try to buy it back. Do not do that. That's not what I'm telling you to do. Just have a plan in case we drop, and have some chips on the side in case we do go to that range. And if we do, bro, that's going to be a blessing in disguise. And it's going to be, I think, America's chance to dominate the crypto market, Wes. We say, why else with all the bullish stuff? Why would they do it? Because Trump came in late. Trump had Gensler last year. Gensler wrecked the space. You had all these politicians, you had Sam Bankman-Fried. You had all these assholes in the space destroying crypto, which enabled China, Russia, and all the other countries. They didn't stop. You know, who's to say? You don't know how much they've been buying, right? So Trump's coming in. He's going, wait a minute, we want to be number one. You know, that's another reason why the market makers could be like, you know what? We know Trump wants to buy down there, accumulate. Just saying, you know, you have to look at almost bullish news as bearish news, and bearish news as bullish news. You know, that opposite sort of thinking, even though there's good shit coming out, if they want to buy more, a couple of weeks of pain might set the United States up for success in the future, like for years to come. If we deal with a couple of weeks or a month of pain now, paying our dues, bro, and we scoop that Bitcoin down at 70K. So I don't know. That's why I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 from a strategic point of view, from the market makers and from Trump and the government trying to accumulate. But we'll see, man. We'll see. This is one of those ones where I could be wrong on my call, and we might not see this level till after the bull market. And either way, we have plans for that. You know, we're prepared either way.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right. I think that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you are subscribed, like, share. Appreciate you. That's the number one way to support this channel, is to like and share. So I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you're following us on all socials at the Crypto Remora. Make sure you're following Siri at Siri Crypto and myself at Crypto MacGyver. Much love. And until next time, peace out, guys.